Hello to all your dear fellow Virgos. Welcome to your monthly horoscope for April 2019. And is April an important month for Virgos? It is. It really is. April is, for all the mutable signs, and you're one of them, a very important month because all the action is going on in the key areas of your life, which is the house of your relationships, your home, and your work. So quite an important month. Let's have a look at what this is all about, because there's so much energy in the mutable signs that you will feel quite alive during the month of April. And it's your cup of tea. But maybe it's going to be even a bit too restless there, but we'll see what you can do about it. Let's just delve into this. Now, it's a lot of April energy is the continuation of what happened in March. So in March, there was your ruler going backwards in your opposite sign with Neptune. It was all kind of foggy there. And there is a bit of clearing up because your ruler went direct at the very end of last month in March. But still there's a lot of fogginess because Venus is going to join Neptune around the 10th of the month. And in the beginning of the month even, Mercury will connect again with Neptune for the last time. It's been there 3 times, and that is around the 2nd of April. And then in the end of the month, if it's not enough yet, Mars will make aspects to Neptune as well. So still a lot of Neptunian energy. And as I said in earlier months, Virgo is not a sign that normally, unless you have a moon in Pisces, for instance, or you have Neptune on your ascendant, most Virgos are not really keen on that energy because Neptune is about showing you the possibilities, but not necessarily making them concrete. And so it's still April for you, dear Virgos, is still a month where there's a lot of this possibility energy. So keep that in mind, that you're not frustrating yourself, that you can't make things happen yet. So that energy is even less next month, so it gets better as we proceed in time. But still, this month is a month of, is it going to the right, is it going to the left? It's still not all sure. So keep that in mind. You can work against it and work and fight against the universe, and of course you're not gonna win. Or you can say, okay, I adapt, and that's the beauty of a Virgo, because Virgo is a mutable sign. And you can adapt if you want to. And that's the best solution. So what could, let's break this down, this energy. First of all, in the relationship sector, there's still a huge emphasis there. Relationships are still, that's the liveliness as well. It's still going to be quite lively. Now, that could be whether you are single or not. I'm not saying anymore when you are single and when you're not single, because the energy is the same. So it's not that when you are not single that you can't fall in love, for instance. I mean, that's, you know. But when so much energy is going on in the 7th house, what could mean is that someone who's really important, whether it is the person that you are having a relationship with, or whether it is someone new that you've just met, with Venus Neptune there, especially around the 10th, it could be really romantic. It could be really soulmate connection and all that. But again, same advice as last month. Watch out. Watch out that you're not idealizing this person and that you're seeing them, you know, you're seeing more than there is to it. Okay? And why am I saying don't do too much? Because you're going to get disappointed. You know, when we idealize, put people on a pedestal, they always fall down. Sooner or later, and you don't want that, because then you're disappointed and you're crying maybe, and you're having pain, and you don't want that. So don't expect too much from other people. I know, Virgo, it doesn't sound positive, but this is the thing, this is the attitude that I invite you to take. Don't expect too much from other people, then you won't get disappointed. And then you can enjoy the Venus there in your 7th house, which there could have been problems in the relationship when you're having one, you know, it could have been a bit problems, a bit fogginess. And now with Venus, Neptune, it kind of suits everything. It's like the negotiator that you're having there. So that could be the case as well. But for relationships in general, I mean the one-to-one relationships, keep in mind that you might want to see it a bit too perfect. That's also a trait of the Virgo, isn't it? And that is mostly not bad, but now it can be a pitfall of not being realistic, okay? So when you're falling in love with a new person and you don't know that person yet, again, it could show that they are a bit too good to be true, and you're finding out as the month proceeds that that is the case. And but again, when you know that, it's not that bad. Another thing that's happening is, or a good thing that you could do, is Mars in your 10th house. So the 10th house is work, it's your career, it's authorities. So the positive thing of having Mars there is putting a lot of energy there, putting a lot of energy to, maybe you want to have a new job. It's fantastic to take action yourself and to go for it and to do something new when it comes to work, or just to work hard, basically. And you'll have the energy with Mars there in the 10th house. Again, because that, especially the end of the month and the beginning of the next month, Mars is going to make some tricky aspects with Jupiter and Neptune. So again, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to over idealize the job how it should be. And because then you're going to overreach and you're going to get, again, disappointed. So the whole month is the same story about, yes, you can have an ideal, you can have a longing, a desire to get it all perfect, but don't overreach that, because then life is not going to give you enjoyment, basically. So again, when you're seeing it big, it's not the time now to see it big. When it comes to work, that is. Why? Because Mars is going to connect with Neptune, with Jupiter. Don't see it too big. And I mean, just be your practical Virgo side, and you'll get the most out of this, okay? So if you're trying to do something and that looks very attractive, or maybe doing this with a business partner, you know, your 7th house there, it's all connected with the Neptune, or someone is wanting to help you with your business, and it's sounding all so fantastic. Just be aware, be cautious that you're not doing everything. You see that? I mean, it's that kind of energy. It's not something to be afraid of, not at all, but it's something to consider. And so stay practical. Stay the good old Virgo, being discerned, being practical. And then you'll be fine. But it could mean at the same time that when it considers work, a wish is coming true. A wish is coming true when you just stay with the feet on the ground. It could really mean that as well. And when you are having a bit of less energy lately, when you're were a bit down when it came to work and when it came to your home situation, this could be just the energy that gives you a bit of a push to go out there and to show what you are all about and to show how active that you are. People will perceive you, even when you don't think it of yourself, people will perceive you more as active, because the 10th house is a bit of a second ascendant, and so it's how people perceive you as well. And another thing is, if there is a boss or a person in authority that is really giving you that kind of feeling, watch out, because that you're not going to clash with this person, because Mars in the 10th house represents a boss, an authority who has quite a lot of power, and maybe they are manipulative with the Neptune there and with the Jupiter there. If that is the case, if you are in a situation that a boss, someone in authority at work, is being manipulative, doing things a bit like that, just be aware of it. That's the first thing. Do what you need to do, but don't think that it will go away this month. You know, next month you will have more power, you yourself, to change this. And be aware that you can control what you can control. If you cannot control it, you have to take the consequences, and you have to be smart and intelligent. Like true Virgos are smart, and mostly they are quite intelligent. And just like if you're thinking someone is really manipulating you, just gather information, facts and figures that you, maybe an email that you see, look, this is pointing towards manipulation. Just keep it with you. But don't get out with it fully until you have the whole file, so to speak, and then you can do what you want to do. But certainly be aware of it. Certainly, you know, the Virgos are people that are not easily manipulated, because they see the devil in every detail. You know, the devil is in the detail, they say. But you'll find it. If there is something and you're saying, I can't put my finger on it, but I know, I just have this gut feeling. Wait until the detail pops up and then grab it. That's the Virgo tactique. And you will be able to do that, because no one has a right to manipulate you, and vice versa. So that is something that could be going on for you Virgos. But again, gather that information and you will be able to unravel this for sure. Take your time and be patient. Other than that, Jupiter goes retrograde in your 4th house, so you could be doing new stuff at home. It could be as simple as with your spouse or whatever, just shifting the furniture, or trying to put the candles there instead of there. It could be as simple as that. On another level, it could mean that you're finding more meaning from your home, and that you're getting a bit more relaxed there. So that's good as well for the Virgos. I mean, to relax. Thank you so much for your attention, and see you next time. If you want a reading, just get in touch. Have a splendid month, you dear Virgos.